Hi guys, my name is Sandy Esprit and welcome back to my video. So today I'm going to be doing a get unready with me, and I will actually be featuring my travel kit. So pretty much this is what I would carry with me if I'm going away on vacation, or if I'm going away, like if I'm not home and I can't bring my entire like skincare routine with me, I would use this to do my nighttime routine. So some of the items that are in this video have been gifted to me, and I had to show them to you because they're so good. Like, I'm shockingly good, and I'm not thrilled. I'm not happy that I only have like a small version of them, because I feel like I should have the full-size bottle. But we give God thanks in the comments for gifted items and opportunities. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Oh, wait, whoa! Let's pump the brakes. Click like, subscribe, share, and let your friends know about me, because you want to support this channel so I can keep coming back with more content, and I can just continue being weird in front of, you know, all 80 keep watching this video, which I'm so grateful for. Okay, yeah, so do that. Okay, so again, showing you what I carry with me. Some of them have been gifted to me, and I really want to say thank you to Summer Fridays for gifting me these items, and I'm going to show them and how I use them in this video, and I'm just super hyped, super excited. So yeah, most of these items that I am using is gifted, hence the reason why they're like sample size or travel size. So let's get into it. While I'm going to be showing you these items, I also wanted to make mention of, because it is kind of like a chit chat style video, but really talk about microaggressions, specifically addressing that the way Black women speak. And I think that's a situation that a lot of people don't talk about, and I don't know why. I think it needs to be spoken about. And a friend of mine actually suggested I do a video, you know, dealing with that, dealing with, you know, the microaggression, specifically speaking towards, like, stop telling women how to speak. Like, don't tell me, like, stop telling me how to speak, okay? It don't make no sense. Because that's annoying. It really is annoying. So first things first, I'm gonna be using this little head wrap band thingy. Ooh, I got some in my hair, it hurts. So for starters, for those of you who do not know me, oh my, this actually got stuck in my hair pretty good. Okay, well, let's try that again. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sandy Esprit. I am born in Canada, specifically Montreal, Quebec. My parents are both from Haiti, so I am Haitian descent, Canadian born, and which actually affected a lot in terms of how I speak. Actually, it affects my speech a lot. Okay, I did not bring my stuff, which don't make no sense. How am I gonna touch my face if I don't have a rag? I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. All right, so I'm just gonna be using like this little rag because it just makes cleaning so much easier. So yeah, really wanted to speak about this because it's really frustrating, you know, when you're trying to fit in, especially as a child, and you hear the comments, or even as an adult, and it's really annoying to hear, oh wow, you speak so well for, you know, a Black girl, or you speak so well, or wow, you're so eloquent, or wow, like, listen, you taught me how to speak this language, okay? So why are you so shocked that I can speak it? Why are you shocked that you taught me, y'all teaching people, this is the way to speak your language, and you're gonna act like, oh, I didn't expect you to get it. Like, in the words of Elle Woods, what, like it's hard? Is it supposed to be so hard that only like your people are supposed to? Anyways, let me just dial it back. So yeah, I'm wetting my face. because it's easier than just splashing water all over the way, like just easier that way. And I'm going to use actually the CeraVe. This is a sample size. Thank you, CeraVe. Thank you for this because it was gifted to me. This is bomb, amazing. I love it. This is their hydrating cleansers for dry to normal skin. Typically my skin is more on the combination acne prone sector, but in the winter time, well, yeah. And I love the fact that this has the, the MVE technology is non-comedogenic. It has hyaluronic acid, fragrance-free. It's gentle on the skin, non-drying, and non-irritating. Love it. So I'm gonna take some, put it in my hand. So yeah, when I was about kindergarten, 4 or 5, yeah, went to a French school. Again, for most of you should know that I am born in Quebec because I said it at the beginning of the video. Born in Montreal, Quebec, and French in Quebec is not the same French that you would see or hear in France or in the Caribbean or even other parts of Canada. The French that is there is very different, as it should be. I mean, like anytime you go somewhere different, the language they speak is not going to be the same. It's not going to be heard the same way. The English in Canada is not even the same all around Canada. So anyways, back to my story. 5, and I went to school in Montreal, came home from school on the very first day, and I remember like it was yesterday. I'm 35 years old. Ooh, wow. So over 30 years ago, I started school, came home, and I spoke like this the teacher speaks, because that's what kids do, okay? Children will hear something and replicate it and repeat it. That's what we do. And we do our best to replicate it the way that we've been told to do it. Especially a teacher, because a teacher is supposed to teach. So I came home one day, and I literally spoke the way the teacher spoke, accent and all. And my mom was not having it. She was like, you're gonna speak French properly, and that's that. None of this Quebec accent. So right off the bat, I knew that, you know, at 4 or 5 years old, I'm having that situation of, oh snap, like the way I speak is an issue. The way I speak is a problem, and I have to show up speaking correct if I want to not get in trouble. It's not even if I want to be taken seriously. It's I'm 4. I don't want to get in trouble, like, because the fear of God was all over her face. Next, I'm gonna follow up. I've done my step 1 of my double cleanse, and it's always good to double cleanse when you're wearing makeup. So I'm gonna do step 2, and it has the Summer Fridays. What is this one called? The Summer Fridays Super Amino Gel Cleanser. And yeah, oh wow, it's here too. Oh wow. Y'all, I am so sorry. Okay, so this is the Super Amino Gel Cleanser, and it smells, it's partly perfumed, it says, or no, it has a fragrance. Let's try this again. This here, let me get in focus. This here is a Super Amino Cleanser. It is their purifying cleanser. I cannot speak today, and I don't know why. It's really starting to bother me that my brain is now starting to like shut down or anything. But this cleanser here smells so good. I love things that smell good. Oh man. And it has a really slight fragrance, and it has this teal, green, orangey color. I don't know. It's just, it really smells good. And so that's gonna be my step 2 to get rid of all the makeup, because it's the purifying step. And what I love about this thing is that, like, when I take it off, it doesn't completely over dry my face. See all of that dirt coming off my face? Yeah, we want that off. Because if I don't have it off, then I can't, like, the serum can't do its job. So yeah, yeah, it was a very early lesson to learn at 4 or 5 years old, is that the way I speak is a problem. And it's not exactly the kind of message you want to give your kids, but I understand my mom in terms of, like, she just didn't want me to appear a certain way. Because if you appear a certain way, sometimes people will treat you differently, you know? It's really all about appearances sometimes. For some people, it really is all about appearances. So yeah. So I knew not to speak with an accent. To this day, I cannot do a Quebec accent. I really can't. I don't know how. I don't know how to speak with a Quebec accent, which gets me in trouble sometimes. Because it's like, how are you a Quebecer and you don't sound like a Quebecer? But anywho, fast forward to a few years later, learning how to speak English and having a thick accent. And you know, I remember being in 5th grade and being in a room mixed for grade 4 and 5, and having a teacher deciding that I could not, she didn't think I could do grade 5 reading English level work because of my accent. She literally thought that I wouldn't be able to handle the materials. So for half of the first 2 months of grade 5, I actually was doing grade 4 work, and it was really frustrating because I remember she was like, yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to do it. So I was like, I bet, let me show you that I can. And I remember doing work, and I'd be doing that grade 4 work, and I would tell the other kids, yeah, I'm just doing this temporarily because she doesn't think that I can do it, but don't worry, I'll be doing grade 5 work. And at one point she came and she's like, listen, actually the reason you're doing grade 4 work is because you can't do grade 5 work. And it crushed me. It made me feel this small, because I'm a reader. I've always been a reader. I love books. I've been reading like grade levels above my own. So that was always an issue. And when she told me that I wasn't smart enough, looking back, I know why she did it. It's a microaggression. One, she wanted to shut me up and keep me from telling the other kids that, hey, this teacher is like biased against me. And having been around the block, I know it was my accent. Nothing more than just my accent. But man, you want to ruin a kid and tell them they're dumb because of their accent? Miss Sweeney, like, ma'am, you ain't gotta do that to no kid. She's married now, don't worry. Unless you know her, or unless you know me, I don't think she'll know who I am. But if you are watching, that is cruel. That is terrible. And yes, she was white. So yeah, that was the first time there was ever a seed planted in me that I'm not as smart as I think I am. And that was because of her. So yeah, eventually I did prove her wrong. I was able to handle it. She put me back, and I was doing grade 5 reading grade 5 level English work, as well as I was, again, I was a book reader, bookworm. So of course I was always reading books. So that was that. But yeah, like she was terrible with that. And I don't think a teacher should never do that. That's a discussion first that should be taking place with the parent. And then both parent and teacher should be able to say, hey, this is what you should do for your child. And I think that really, looking back on it, I'm like, I think that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to homeschool my kid, because I never would want for my child to come home feeling like this small because they don't speak like the other kids. Because that's a hot mess. So yeah. After I've done cleansing my face, I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the Summer Fridays. This is their CC vitamin. Their CC vitamin C serum. Am I doing this? CC Me serum. Oh gosh, and it's their vitamin C serum. I'm really bad with names. So 2 pumps. So good. It's very thick, very orangey. It's giving me citrus vibes. I love it. Warm it up. Put it on my face. Oh, it smells like a citrus tropical drink that I would love to have right now with an umbrella. And it's so hydrating. So hydrating. So anyway, past that class. And we moved on to the States. I remember when my family and we moved down to Florida, and it's not like we moved in the suburbs where I could speak like myself. I literally had to learn how to speak a whole different way so that I could survive. So if you've heard the term code switching, I was one of those kids who were doing that. Oh yeah, next I would honestly pack the Ordinary, that's a DCM Ordinary hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5 serum. There's 2% hyaluronic acid in there. Love it, so hydrating, and it's also very easy to pack. And it comes with a dropper. So a few drops on the hand, warm it up, and on my face it goes. So yeah, in school, I would have to speak one way and, you know, have the AAVE, the African American vernacular, you know, have to hit them up with the accent. You know, you can't come off sounding white, because it wasn't, and that's one thing we got to talk about. Listen, it wasn't the white kids bothering me about the way I spoke. It was the black ones. I have never been bullied by my own people like I was in middle school. It was really bad. Middle school and I had to learn very quickly. You cannot speak like a Canadian. The way that Canada taught you how to speak to survive down here is not gonna fly. And when I say survive, I mean survive. Some of y'all forgot what social anxiety feels like. And I can tell by some of the comments y'all be leaving these children. Leave it alone. But yeah, I definitely had to, it was automatic. Go to school, sound one way, come home, sound another way. You got white friends, you better sound one way, and with your black friends, you better sound another way. I actually had a girl call me out on this, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'll speak the same with everybody. And she was like, no, you talk different. I was like, well. And she was right. I forgot her name, but if you remember me from middle school, especially if you went to Robert E. Lee Middle School, and you're that girl who called me out, you were absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. I was doing that. I was speaking differently to different people, and I felt like I had to in order to survive, because I didn't want to be that girl that talked white. Can't talk white. And at home, because my mom didn't want me to sound like the other kids, she didn't want me to sound ghetto, because I had to sound like I came from a home with a proper background. Even though that background was completely chaotic, but that's a different story. So coming back to Canada, it was very, very, very hard. And now that I'm in my 30s, I have my own kids, I'm still learning how to speak like me, trusting my own voice, because every so often from middle school till now, all I've heard is, wow, you speak so well. Wow, you sound so mature. Wow, you're so eloquent. Last but not least, I'm using the Summer Fridays. This is what this is, their Cloud Dew Oil-Free Gel Cream. Bro, I'm mad that this is so small, because I already know. If it wasn't in my travel kit, it would be in my regular kit, because it's so good. It has this gel cream texture, and it's so hydrating on the face. Oh my gosh. I love it. I didn't even put enough. I'm trying so hard to conserve it. So hard. So let me put some all over like I would if I was out for like a weekend getaway, like I was recently. Yeah. And that I heard from my own. Not my own, no. You talk so well. Listen, Canadian, my white Canadian friends, my white Canadian compatriots, I was born in this country. Raised in this country. I was raised and went to school with some of you guys, and y'all need to talk to your parents, your classmates, your Grammys and whatnot. Let them know that we speak that way because we were taught to speak that way just like you were. If you're a millennial like me, you would know that this is true. And if you're one of those people who are still very much biased and has the opinion that anybody who looks like me can't speak English the way a Canadian should speak English, you need help. Like you really need help. The microaggression and these ridiculous assumptions have got to stop. To assume that a child is unable to comprehend their grade reading level based on an accent due to the fact that they were forced to learn a different language imposed by society is ridiculous. Absolutely nuts to me. So we need to do better. I think this goes beyond oh, we're listening to you speak in your story, and more into we need to put, we need to correct that kind of behavior. And it starts with the adults, and that conversation needs to go towards the children to let them know that, hey, just because someone speaks more than one language does not make them stupid. And if they make a mistake on the pronunciation of an actual word, it's not because they're dumb, it's because there's literally another language in their brain. Navigating in English alone can be frustrating. Imagine navigating in like 2-3 different languages. Literally. So, yeah. So that microaggression needs to stop. Stop comment. Can we stop commenting people and thinking that it's a compliment to comment them on how they speak? Like, that's just weird. Wow, you speak so well. Would you tell that to your sister? Like, would you literally look at your sister or your mom or your dad and be like, wow, you speak so well, you're so eloquent? No, it's dumb. It's a stupid thing to say. So cut it out. Like, cut it out. For real. That's annoying. Mad annoying. Anywho, the last step would be my Florence by mail lip mask. And it's the Hit Snooze. I love this thing. It's like an indigo pudding that shows up clear on your lips. So yeah, half the time that I cannot speak, mostly it's because I haven't slept, but for the most part it's because I have another, like an entire language running the show up there. And if I so choose to bless you in the English language, just say, cool, and let's keep moving, okay? Especially for all my I don't see color folks. Yeah, you don't see color until you hear somebody speak, and that's weird. I'm letting you know, that's weird. Okay? You don't see color until they speak. That's a little suspect. Just a little. And for all of you guys who are worried about the way people appear when they speak, that's a bias you gotta check, okay? Like, somebody who speaks proper is just speaking. If you can't understand them because of an accent, that's a you problem, okay? They're doing the best that they can. That's literally a you problem. So let's be a little more kind and practice a little more tact, and check our biases at the door so we can stop these microaggressions from hitting the next generation. With that said, I say Happy Black History Month, and don't forget to click like, subscribe, share, because I am done my whole get ready with me routine, and I will see you guys on the next video. Ciao!